I keep getting your share stuff.
Yeah.
So is he coming over here today? What's that? I know.
Okay, Doc. How are you doing?
Let's talk about those changes.
So,
We need
yeah,
to
I
make
have
those.
a couple of suggestions. That
Did you
might,
send it to, who did you send it to?
Let's meet after that, after and make those changes. So.
Rosa? Yes.
and that's how he starts his meeting. You,
Yeah, he takes his gun out and he goes,
Funny.
"Kunk."
the
It's
handle,
hilarious. Yes.
Gus McCrae.
pistol whips his desk.
Pretty much. So, do we have everybody online that is supposed to be?
Nothing yet. Just
Okay.
me. Nicole will probably pop in.
Okay. All right. Are we ready?
Ready? Go ahead.
Okay. Are you ready, Commissioner Stubbs?
Where's your gavel?
Okay. Oh, yeah, there's my gavel. So, okay, welcome to our Board of Commissioners meeting. Today's date is February 17th, 2026, and the time is 11:03. So, I call the meeting to order and I need a roll call, so we'll start to my left.
Commissioner Harvey present.
Commissioner Stubbs present.
And Commissioner Mon present. So we are going to start with an invocation. So we offer the invitation to anyone in the audience that would like to offer it. If not, I have someone assigned. Okay. Do you want to go ahead, Commissioner Harvey?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. This will be in my native language, if you guys don't mind.
Perfect.
Dini Baizad. There's a teacher at USU that talks that way. Ni twa ya anshide honeloni. Ahihat DJ kodo asahnanitle ni nanta aku. Bada isneligi bilasahnada sidli dole. Ahihat ni twa naltin adon de zas e kodo benhik gentligo. Nige o as ahihat Troben Hajin ba Najanoku Lataditle to ba Yadadilke Nahat an Lini e Hasht Edadilni Ahi Salago Ebel Salago Nihitin Nepa Najano e ba Bandahadit al Adonihik Eden Lini ku Nahabel Honolo Salah so Nahabel Honolo Nachani Chandas ba agi Bitrayada hot ehona da kaidole Adon da kuni masanani cheden lini Bogan das ago Nachabel honlom bitraya hot nacha insen Nihido nitsije hojondo lel da nitsen Ni sakes hojondo lel Ni randas agent hojondo lel da nitsen Ot Nsakes yido so de zenbe da isi kandolel ni tra ya ashte a hiat ni yo ne ben ho kajen kha na san ba kan khaninla benache at eje also na khabiga insen ela ebeje benache Jesus Christ benache dishni dolel amen.
Amen. Thank you. Will you join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Lyman, will you lead us, please? Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And Commissioner Harvey always offers a beautiful prayer. And if you didn't understand, at least you understood the amen. So thank you. But all right, we need to have our conflict of interest disclosure. So I'll start with Commissioner Stubbs.
I don't have any.
Oh, is that yours? That's yours. Okay. Do you have any, Commissioner Harvey, conflict of interest?
I just said a prayer. I don't know if that's a conflict.
I think it's not.
Okay.
All right. And I have none as well, for the record. So, okay. Now is our time for public comment, if anyone would like to offer public comment. So I will read the rules regarding our public comment, and then we'll open it up. So the purpose of the San Juan County Commission meeting is to conduct county business in a public setting as provided by law. We truly value and welcome public comment as it gives citizens an important opportunity to share ideas, concerns, and suggestions that help strengthen our county. To ensure everyone has a fair opportunity to speak, comments are limited to 3 minutes and should focus on county programs and operations. Objective criticism is welcome. However, complaints about specific county personnel or private individuals will not be permitted. Please understand that public comment is not a debate or question and answer session, and an immediate response from the commission should not be expected. If you would like more information or further discussion, a member of our staff will be happy to assist you to set up a follow-up meeting. We appreciate your participation and your willingness to be involved in your county government. So, do we have any from the audience? I didn't see any on the paper, so. Okay, Mac, will you see if there's anyone online, please?
We have one that's by phone.
Okay.
And so they may be here, but
All right. If you, whoever is online, if you choose to make a public comment, will you unmute yourself? Okay. I don't see that there is any, so we will move to our consent agenda. So these are just routine matters of the county. So first item, approval of $15,519 and 15 in small purchases, $1,191.25 on an engine computer for the road department, $5,000 on weekend Warrior fifth wheel trailer for San Juan County Rodeo, $2,300 on business development and entrepreneurship training services, $4,332 on the Twin Rocks Catering Consortium event, $16.95 and 90 cents on meeting venue and lodging at the Bluff Dwellings Resort Spa, $1,000 on the RLEM sole source provider for economic development. We need approval for February 3rd Commission work session meeting minutes and Commission meeting minutes. Approval of the 2026 Housing Act letter of support to increase the supply of housing in America, and the approval of the 2026 Film Housing Act letter of support to extend the Rural Film Incentive Program. So, if I have a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Madam Chair, I'll make the motion to approve all the items 1 through 5 on our consent agenda.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, is there any discussion?
No
Okay, the only question I have is, Mac, on the fifth wheel, that cost being divided between the fair and the rodeo? I kind of thought that was what was originally done.
So, I believe so.
Okay.
And it's a 2024 expenditure.
Yeah, so
So it
will we
goes
just
back
need to
to-
adjust that?
Yeah, I'll go back and
Okay.
check and make sure.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And none opposed. All right, we have recognition, presentations, information items. So we have the San Juan Conservation District, Ryan Jones. And Ryan, if you want to come to the front to present, and then you can introduce who's with you. And we're grateful that you were safely guided here in that treacherous weather.
Yeah, it was quite the trip down here this morning. There was a big wreck on I-70 that we got stuck behind. There was
Oh,
5
man.
semis and
Yeah.
a pickup truck that crashed. So,
Scary, so, okay.
so my name is Ryan Jones. I am a resource coordinator with the Utah Department of Agriculture and Food. My office is in Castle Dale, but I cover all of southeastern Utah, so I work with the 5 conservation districts. So there's the Price River Watershed Conservation District, San Rafael, Green River, Grand, and San Juan conservation districts that I work with. So I help them kind of facilitate projects in their district boundaries. And something that the district has been wanting to do is just come and let you guys know kind of what they've been doing the last little while. So I've got a little presentation for you, just something quick that I threw together. Julie Weber is here with me. She is a planner with the Utah Department of Agriculture and Food, so she covers the same area that I do. She also helps with projects and stuff with the conservation districts. So the members of the San Juan County Conservation District Board are Cody Nelson as the chairman, Clayton Laws, vice chair, Kara Nay, treasurer, and Charlie Tracy and Bob Berry are at-large members, and then Tracy Laws is the clerk, or not Tracy, Terry Laws is the clerk. So one of the big projects that the conservation's been working on is a San Juan watershed restoration and habitat improvement project. This project started, I think, is about 2022, and how it came about is the Utah Division of Water Quality received some money from the Gold King mine spill through the EPA's 319 program. And so they were looking for a way to put some of that money on the ground in San Juan County to benefit wildlife and livestock. So they went through the Conservation District as the sponsor of the project, and we partnered with Utah Department of Agriculture and Food Grazing Improvement Program as the matching funds on this project. So the Conservation District was awarded $630,000 to implement the project, and then through the Grazing Improvement Program, there was another $420,000 committed through that program. So what took place is the Conservation District worked with the Grazing Improvement Program and local landowners to drill wells that were specifically in the San Juan River watershed. So we were able to work with 14 different producers in the area, and we installed 21 water wells for wildlife and livestock. The main purpose of that was to help spread out the livestock on the range instead of focusing on smaller areas where there was already water. We're able to move the livestock out across the range and utilize more of that range so they weren't solely concentrating on certain water sources. So we also worked, the majority of the wells were on private land, but we did install some on BLM and trust lands, or Sitla trust lands land. So that's the big project that we were working on. The total project came in at $1,170,000. We had, like I said, the $630,000 from EPA, $420,000 from the Grazing Improvement Program, and then the landowners that were installing the wells also contributed another $120,000 of either in-kind match or cash match towards the project. So that's the big project that they've been working on. They've got a few little small stuff going on. Some of the other stuff that they like to do is outreach and education. So in the last year, they held a soil health field day where we had 35 participants from the community come and show up and learn about soil health. We have been working with the Division of Water Quality to write a San Juan River watershed management plan. We hosted an outreach meeting for that and a tour where we got stakeholders together with different water groups in the county that had interests in it, and we taught them about the process of the watershed management plan. We had 7 people come on the tour, and then we had 22 people show up to the outreach meeting, so that was a good event. Every year we hold a local work group meeting where we have local agencies and private entities come together, and we talk about the resource concerns that we see in the county that we can help address through NRCS projects, so Natural Resource Conservation Service projects. One of the big resource concerns that we identified was your upper watershed with potentials for catastrophic fires, and we talked a lot about that and things that we can do to help fix those problems up there with potential projects as far as like thinning the forest, prescribed burns, things like that. So overall this last year they held 4 events, had 78 people attend. One other thing that the Conservation District does is they have rental equipment for local producers to help them with their farming. So a couple of the items that the Conservation District has is a no-till drill. It's a 12-foot drill. It It's a great machine for planting. You don't have to plow your fields. You can cut your alfalfa or you can cut your grain, and you can go directly in with this machine and plant into that stubble without having to plow. So that helps save on cost inputs. And then they also have a double drum aerator for field rehab. So this is also a soil health equipment. So you can go in, say you've got a field with compaction in it, you can take and run this machine over it, and it helps loosen that compaction up. You can go in and plant behind it without having to plow as well. And then another machine that they have is a rodent and gopher, or a prairie dog and gopher removal machine. It's pretty slick how it works. It just runs off of the exhaust on the compressor, and it compresses that exhaust, and it's got some wands that you put down in the prairie dog holes, and it treats the prairie dogs in the area. So, and all of these machines are available to rent at a low cost through the conservation district.
I wonder if we can use it at soccer field and high school in Blanding.
You bet. Yeah.
Can we do something like that?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to help fix that.
Yeah.
It's really dangerous for the, my son-in-law used to coach the team and put sand in the holes, trying to, but it's very scary for those students.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
I'll have to contact you about
in
that.
one of those holes, and Cody Nelson, the chairman, is the contact for the rentals on these things.
And I know him, so.
So he's really good about helping you get it set up and teaching you how to run it. And once you get it figured out, it can go pretty smooth. So we've had good results with it. So and that's really all I've got. So if you guys have any questions for me.
Do you have any questions? I've got a couple. If you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. A couple. So when you had the soil health, the education outreach, have you ever worked with Utah State on that?
Yeah, we
With
work
Reagan?
with Reagan
Okay.
fairly often
I was
on
gonna
our
say
projects.
she's a great resource for a lot of that.
And
So
she's been great to help out with the planning
Okay.
and implementation of those projects. She's helped us find presenters and stuff. So Reagan has been a huge asset for the conservation district just with like outreach stuff. So we really like having her come to our meetings and give input. So
great. And then there was a meeting with Jones and DeMille, and I don't know. For some reason I think it does have to do with USDA. Some projects with like the gathering of the water. Is that through USDA as well?
No, that would have been, I think, through Colorado River Authority and USDA.
It might have been.
I know what you're talking about because I attended.
And they're asking these farmers to do, or these ranchers to do certain things with collection, and actually, like there's projects to do. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
thanks. Do you have any questions, Commissioner Harder?
I don't. It's impressive.
Anything you can do to help our area, we appreciate it. So
well, we enjoy
Thank
coming
you.
down here. So whenever we can, we like to come down and work on projects. I wish we had more projects. So the only problem is, it's a 3.5 hour drive from my office, so it makes for a long day. But
we get it.
We'd gladly come down more often if we had more projects to work on, and that's something the conservation district's always looking for is projects.
Okay.
So and we've
Been
been
a
in
couple
touch with
times.
Mac
Yep.
quite a bit on stuff
Absolutely.
here and there, and trying to find out ways that we can help, and we also help facilitate through the Castleland RC&D, which is Julie's a partner employee with. They help facilitate some of San Juan County Weed Department's invasive species mitigation grants.
Oh yes.
So
In fact, by the way,
Oh yes.
the spray days, the funding for that, I talked with Kelly Pearson on that, and because we need that spray day, and he seems to think that if there was a conversation with the Speaker of the House, that the funding could get mitigated differently because it's kind of not set up to do that this year. So maybe we need to chat about what I need to do on that.
They were talking, the ranking criteria for the invasive species has changed over the last years, and it's very competitive. So trying to spread the money. So we have to get creative with that. So I've been working with Emory County and with Frank to try to come up with a game plan to either fit within that ranking. We may have to change our MO and look at it differently, where we're not targeting one specific species or the towns. We need to maybe create some different polygons. There's some things that we need to do differently, but that is a big portion of the weed department's budget.
It is.
It does, and we need to keep. So as long as you're working with Frank, that's great. I did have a conversation with Grand County about theirs, but they're in a whole different category with their
They
weed
are.
spray. I'm just
And-
telling you.
And we work with them on projects as well up there.
Yeah. So yeah, if you
That's
can,
the benefit to having me as an employee with the Department of Ag and working with the Conservation District and then facilitating through Castle and that grant facilitation. Kind of have my fingers in a lot of
Okay.
areas where I'm trying to understand a lot of that stuff, and so we're working with Aaron Eager directly to try and see what we can do to
Okay.
make sure that happens. It is on a priority list for them because of your Russian knapweed.
Okay.
And you have been funded year over year, but we're gonna have to look at it a little bit differently so that we make sure that it fits in the ranking criteria. So,
Okay.
yeah. it's a little different.
anything you can do, thank you.
Madam
And,
Chair, I
and Frank's
have
been great to
one
work
question.
with. So he always
Perfect.
gets his reports in on time and,
Yeah,
and
he's good.
reimbursement stuff done. So we like working with Frank.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you do anything within the Navajo reservation?
We don't. The conservation district boundaries end at the river.
Okay, okay.
So there's, I believe there's a conservation district on that side of the river, but it's part of the
Navajo
Navajo
Nation.
Nation. So we
Yeah.
don't deal anything with that side.
Yeah, they need water, well water for those animals.
Yeah.
I think they're eating sand now. I don't know. I mean, there's so many horses
Yeah.
next to the road that you can see the ribs, and
Yeah.
it's just they're really bad shape. So
No,
thank you.
if that was part of our jurisdiction, we'd love to help out, but it's not. So
Well, thank you. Just, I thought I asked.
Okay.
anything else?
No, but thank you for coming
Thank
and
you.
letting us know what's going on. We appreciate it.
Thank you. We enjoy coming down here.
Okay.
Any way we can work with you, we'd be glad to. So, and I know the conservation district feels the same way.
Okay.
So,
Travel
you.
safe, okay?
okay, thanks.
And remember, I think there's donuts at the door.
We're
if
headed
you
to
need 'em.
Moab next.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're going to do a presentation in Moab too
Oh,
this afternoon.
for their commission
So,
meeting?
yeah.
Okay. Thank
So,
you.
Thank you guys.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay, our next item is our America 250 event. So, Michaela, are you going to update us? Or
Actually, the committee will.
perfect. Come to the front and use the mic. Thank you.
We're Daryl and
I can
Sally
pass them
Jack,
out. Do you want me to pass them out?
and we're here representing the America 250 Committee for the City of Monticello. Members of our board include Linda Boyle, Bill Boyle, Daryl Jack, Sally Jack, Paige Freestone, Adrian Goodwin, and Jazzy Nielsen representing the City of Monticello. We have several events that we've kind of got in motion, and we just thought we'd like to come and share with the county commission what's happening in the city of Monticello. I know that Blanding City is also preparing some projects of their own. We'll let them speak to those, but we'd like to let you know what's happening in the city of Monticello. First of all, beginning tonight, actually this actually started a couple of months ago. We're going to have the book clubs, and there are 3 book clubs in Monticello, plus anybody else who would like to participate, has had a chance to review and read the book 1776. It's a book that's about 2 inches thick,
But this much is.
but there's this much that's
For research.
that's not for the bibliography, that you don't have to read that. So it's not quite as intimidating as it appears, but I'll let Sally talk about that.
It is lengthy, but it is a really good read. It's very well written by a Pulitzer Prize Award winner and Dave McCullough. And anyone that hasn't read this book should, because it tells of the struggles that America went through. And when you read that, you wonder how we ever managed to become a nation. It's pretty impressive. But that will be tonight at the library, and it is starts at 6:30. And Linda Boyle will lead the discussion. She's got maps and displays and things about the Founding Fathers, and it should be very interesting. people are welcome to come whether they've read the book or not. So we hope that that's a good kickoff to our program.
And that'll be at 6:30 tonight. You're all invited to come. The next event that we have on our little map here is The Pen is Mightier, Writing a Revolution. We've got it listed that this is going to take place in April in the city of and the Monticello County Library. It's actually going to take place in August, and there again, I'll let Sally talk more about that.
So August through October, there will be a display of 20 panels. They have a similar one at the State Capitol building right now. And this is a traveling exhibit that Monticello applied for and was able to receive. The Monticello Library is a beautiful facility to host that, so it will be in the back room at the library, and we hope everyone will come and look at that while it's here. And we're really excited about that exhibit.
In July 2nd and 3rd, we initially had the 6th scheduled as well, but we're not going to do it on the 6th. It'll just be on July 2nd and 3rd. We're going to have a community musical presentation. We're entitling it The Voice of Freedom. And I think that it's going to be a very enjoyable program, hopefully informative as well. We're going to kick it off with a Native American hoop dance. It'll go then to a number, The Sounds of Freedom, The Egg. I don't know if you remember BYU in 1976 for the bicentennial had a traveling program, The Sounds of Freedom. We're going to take a piece of that and perform The Egg. And then essentially the numbers in the program will just essentially walk through the history of our country, ending with the 1960s, the protest of freedom. Anyway, it'll go through the 50s, the 60s, the World War II, pursuit of happiness.
We'll have the grade school kids sing 50 Nifty United States.
So it's going to be a fun program. We've chosen to do it on the 2nd and the 3rd, and not on the 4th, because we did not want to conflict with anything that Blanding would be doing. So that was intentional. We don't consider the America 250 to be necessarily this is a year-long event. This isn't just for the 4th of July.
It's not taking over Blanding
So
celebration.
our intent is not to take over the Blanding celebration. Our intent is to keep that open, so we left the 4th of July open for Blanding.
What time is that at?
Well,
I think we talked about 7.
Yeah, we haven't pinpointed that exactly yet, but it'll be those nights. Another event we're looking at is on the 5th of July. We're joining the rest of the United States, the rest of the country, in hosting a America's potluck, kind of a neighborhood potluck. Our initial plan right now is to kind of divide the city into 4 quadrants, because I don't know that we could get the entire city in one location. I don't know if we have a location that
And
big.
the parking.
But we're going to divide it kind of into 4 quadrants, and then those quadrants will get together as neighborhoods and have a potluck dinner.
They're supposed to be doing that from sea to shining sea, all the way across America the same day.
Yes, yes. Another event we're sponsoring is Walk America, Walk 250 America, and you've got a flyer for that. There's a QR code on that flyer that you can scan to sign up, but if you walk 250 miles
Anywhere in the United States.
Why, you've accomplished your goal there. As part of that, we're going to sponsor a hike down, kind of retracing the old Spanish Trail that goes through this county. We're going to hike a piece of that. we hope that it will be. We think that it will be family friendly,
It's supposed to be kid friendly.
kid friendly.
Downhill mostly.
A couple of miles, so it's doable for anybody, any age.
Led by Bill Boyle and Rob Adams. And that will be in the spring. And it should be very interesting. So.
We have other events that we would, as time progresses, that we'd like to finish out the year. We'd like this to be a year-long project, but that's kind of what we have in mind for now. Those are the things that we have scheduled. One thing that we would like to do that we haven't quite figured out how to implement it yet or how to finance it is there are America 250 t-shirts
With that logo.
that we'd like to have available for people to purchase or to win or to. Anyway, we need to figure out that logistic. As far as financing, we have 2 or 3 different grant options that we're pursuing. We have not secured any funding yet for many of those, but hopefully in the next month or 2 that will be accomplished. So anyway, we just wanted to let you know what we're doing in the city of Monticello to participate in America 250 and this wonderful landmark that we're experiencing in our country right now.
Just want to share the joy of being Americans.
Thank you. This sounds really nice. And so this is separate than what your mom is doing.
Well, actually, we had kind of
Okay.
they'd kind of started 250 at the county level, but then, and my mom was going to help with that. But then when she talked to the city, she's like, "Oh, they're all over it. Blanding's all over it." So she says, "I'm not going to reinvent the wheel." She's more like, if they need me, fine.
Okay.
But it sounds very much under control. Like,
She's helping
you guys
with
are
the
great.
potluck.
Yeah.
Anyway, so one of the things I thought, and you mentioned a little about children. My interest is in children to learn about the Constitution, to learn about America. And so I wonder if you got activities that involve the schools.
We do. In
Good.
addition to learning that song,
Yeah.
we will be having some activities at the library
Yeah.
along those lines
Oh,
as part
good.
of our summer reading program and
Good.
craft club program. We also have a list of books for
Good.
elementary school and middle school and high school that are suggested reading. There's a whole variety. Some of them are historical
Yeah.
fiction, and others are more factual. And the library has just ordered, I believe it's 20 of those books new into our circulation that they can come to the library and check out. And their library will be a great resource for that. So we hope that we'll involve the children as well.
In addition to that, the exhibit, The Pen is Mightier, that will be at the library from August through October. We're going to be encouraging teachers to take
Field
trips to the library to view that exhibit
and
as
parents to come with their children.
Yeah.
And I would also like to add that we have presented this to the Monticello City. We have been approved. We are, you have to register with the state. We are registered with the state. So, and we have been given approval to use the America 250 logo. So
Good.
we've got everything in place to be able to officially do this.
Well, thank you so much. And I think people in Blanding be happy that they come for the 4th, and it's big, but they can come to Monticello.
And they will be building
entertain their
up.
families over this way.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
we have been we've talked with the city of Blanding, and as near as we can tell, we don't have any conflicts. There aren't any
no.
Yeah, we're
conflicting.
trying to
I don't
work
think we'll
together
be-
with them.
There are some things that are happening simultaneous with ours, but they're on multiple nights. So you could do one event in Monticello and another event in Blanding, and still get everything in if that's what you
It's
would like
good
to
for
do.
Still go to the
families,
Millicom.
because you have place for the family to go and do things.
Yes.
Yes.
And I believe Blanding is going to do a time capsule.
Mhm.
They will be participating in the potluck and in Blanding.
Blanding.
They'll
Yeah.
do their own thing there. And I know they've got some other activities planned as well. So should be a lot of fun.
Sounds like
So-
you guys got a lot going on.
We're
Anyway.
we're just
Great.
happy to
Well, you
celebrate
look-
America.
You look excited to do it, so that's good.
We are excited. It's going to be a good year.
Thank you. Appreciate the update. Did you
And
make
come
that?
tonight.
Yes, come tonight.
Are they going to keep doing books about America throughout the year, the book clubs, or is this kind of the one?
This is the only one
It's
that
the
we're
only one that
sponsoring.
the book clubs themselves
Oh,
are
okay.
actually going to read, but we will have books on display. Right now we have
Okay.
a bunch of books on our free table at the Monticello Library that people can just take home and read
Oh,
and have.
Okay.
And then, like I said, we have lots of books that you can check out about America.
Okay.
And they're really good. I would highly recommend reading 1776.
Okay.
You may think you know American history, but when you open that book and start reading, you'll discover you really don't know very much.
It'll make you weep
Yes, it
for the
will.
Okay.
soldiers and be grateful for George Washington. Definitely.
Yeah.
We do a lot of traveling, so we can hear it on as we travel. So thank
We
you.
have an audio book at the library.
Great. Thank you. Okay. Our next one, real quick, is discussion of the Utah National Guard Armory. So it's come to our attention that the armory is going to be closing, the one outside of Blanding City. So upon finding this out, I know they have had some discussions with Blanding City regarding what they may or may not do with that building and leasing the building to Blanding. The only thing is, so I've spoken with both commissioners a little bit, but we kind of need to just decide. I have reached out to the governor's office and spoken with Mike Maurer. He's made some phone calls. At this point, it doesn't look like a whole lot can be done. Their idea of what's happening is that there are not, it's not productive enough, but according to who is in charge down there, they're only assigned so many slots, and they do fill all the slots. They're saying we need to open more slots up to be filled. So there's kind of a discrepancy in the communication. On speaking with the governor's office, I did ask, I said, this really services the Navajo Nation as well. If this closes down, the closest facility will be in St. George. What people up north don't realize is how far St. George is for us. They think it's just across the state. Mm-hmm. So I think if we decide that this is something we want to pursue, because I asked Mike, I said, is there any possibility you would consider holding off for 6 months, at least to see what we could do? And that's kind of up in the air. So it was maybe getting the Navajo Nation to reach out in support of this, if they will. And I know, Commissioner Harvey, you've reached out, so I don't know if you want to update on what you've heard or where we want to go in that direction.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I did get one response back from the local school, and I think the strength in having the National Guard is they do the ASVAB, I think it is. They test students for that competency, and I think that's going to be something that helps students, strive academically, and it also helps students consider a career in the military. So as far as the Navajo Nation goes, I think it was a few years back the National Guard did help. I think it was Navajo Mountain, delivering some hay when there was a big snowstorm. I don't remember how far back that was, but I'm still taking a temperature from all the local leaders down south, and my only thought, this is something we can contemplate, is we've been talking a lot about energy development in our county, and the Navajo Nation has established an agreement with Energy Fuels to transport uranium ore. I know the local chapters have been considering how they might be able to respond on kind of like an emergency situation for a spill. That might be an angle. We need a system that has trained individuals, maybe it's the National Guard, able to respond to those types of things. And maybe from the angle of public safety and responding to I don't know if it's a disaster or maybe an environmental spill, maybe that's the piece we can utilize as we need that specialty, and I think that would resonate for the local Utah tribes.
Okay.
Is that angle? That's the best I have right now as far as some suggestions go.
What about you? Amy? You just
Um,
see what we can do.
I have an idea, but I'll research it first and then I'll go along with what Commissioner
Okay.
Harvey said. Next time we meet, I can bring it up and we
Okay.
can talk about.
So what we'll do is kind of reach out to your colleagues, see what
Yeah.
they're willing to do, and then Mac, when we meet next time, then maybe getting something official from the county to the
Like
governor's
a letter of
office.
support or something.
Yeah.
You'd probably want that soon.
So if you want to even kind of
We'll
draft
draft it
something,
and send it to you guys on your email.
okay,
And go that route.
perfect. So I mean,
Yeah.
I hate to see this
Oh,
Go
yeah.
away.
Oh,
from our county. So
and it's perfect. And it's airport, American system.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I got an idea.
I think another thought, Madam Chair, we should meet just as commissioners with the National Guard in Blanding. Let's have that discussion with them as well.
So I'm actually the reason I found out about it is because they did reach out. I ran into him and he said I know he's out of town, but I think until the end of the month, so I can find that out as well.
Perfect.
I think he's back east, so and if it's sooner, I'll let you know. We can get together sooner.
Sounds good.
Okay. We're going to move to our business action items. So our first one is consideration and approval of a letter to the U.S. Department of Interior and Bureau of Land Management requesting authorization for existing trails. Is that you, Susan, who's going to present? Josh, one of you? I have your name down. Whoever wants to present, come on up.
Sound familiar, whatever you just read.
Okay, yep, that would be first.
Confused because it's listed on the agenda as the BLM, but it's our document.
Yes.
So, but
Okay.
BLM's here too, so.
We're glad you're all here. Whoever wants to present, one of you take the mic.
It's actually not me on the agenda.
Okay, all right.
Okay, go ahead.
No, we're a partner.
All right, I love it.
Well, in case you don't know me, I'm Susan Flavel, and I am the president of SPEAR, which is a nonprofit group of at least 100 people that are mostly county, but all the surrounding areas spilling over into the other states. And we just love to explore the trails, the public land trails and roads, and help keep them open and in repair. We're working on applying for a grant. It is the Utah Outdoor Recreation money, specifically for off-road stuff. It's money that we all pay in with our side-by-sides and four-wheelers for when we register them. And a lot of the counties around are really taking advantage of this to improve our experience on the trails, so they don't feel like they're going to get lost somewhere out there in the 1,000 miles of trails that we have in our county. And we're focusing on a specific set, and we have met with the BLM and have some combined goals to work on signage and kiosk and friendly things, so people feel confident to come in and take care of that. Go exploring in what's the most amazing place. This grant, we did apply for some of this money last summer. We're so brand new at it that we've made a lot of mistakes, and we didn't have all our ducks in a row to accomplish that, and so we are regrouping. And honestly, we had a very nice meeting with our county guys, TJ and Nick, this morning, which because of our newness, we learned a lot this morning already before we came in here. But we'd like a letter of support, which we already got one last summer, and to lighten a load for all you very busy people, we can reuse that letter if that works. We plan to meet with these county road guys and look at our stuff again before this grant closes on the 2nd of March, and just be more focused and more organized about it. We just wanted to make sure everyone knows what we're doing. We don't mean to leave anybody out. Communication is a real problem. Everybody communicates in different ways, and sometimes it's hard to get a hold of people. But anyway, do you have any questions? I know Sylvia got to look at it. Some of the stuff which we will revise a little bit again, but we want to make sure that all entities are all on the same page, and mostly not reinventing anything, just making it more user-friendly and with education for proper use of our public lands and all that kind of stuff. Any questions?
Well, I have been visiting with them, so I support this, and I think it's a really good thing. So
You want us to go ahead and use that letter
we
from
wish
last
you the
summer?
best, yeah.
Yes, I think that works. If it's
Yeah.
pretty much serves the same purpose, yes.
Yeah, if you need to take a look at it, I think Nick signed it last year. Commissioner,
Signed it.
okay, yeah, you did. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So,
So, okay.
Commissioner Harvey, anything from you?
No, I know that this is a good thing for our county. It's,
Yeah. All right.
So this map, this is the one down by Fry Canyon.
This focus
over
for
that-
this grant, it's like Tables of the Sun,
Yeah.
Jacob's Chair, clear down to Lake Powell. There's like lots of
I think I've been over a bunch of those. So yes,
trails.
I don't pay attention to the name. But okay, thanks, and we
Thank you so
and we
much.
appreciate that you're working with the BLM so closely and coordinating those efforts, because those relationships matter in our county.
Yeah.
So
Well,
both of
we
you.
are learning a lot, especially today, about that communication, and I appreciate them
Yeah.
for stepping up and
it's key to making things happen here and working. So thank you.
appreciate.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do I have a motion to approve? Well,
And we had
if
to,
we're using, yes, go ahead, Nick.
Make a comment,
Absolutely.
get into the voting. As Susan said, we met with her and Josh this morning, and we really haven't been as well coordinated as we should have been. It's nobody's fault. You could lay blame anywhere you want, but we're trying to get an improved process. One thing that was brought up this morning by TJ is that he thinks on a grant proposal like that, the county probably has a better chance of getting approval than an individual group. Be that as it may, here and there. The other thing that we found is there are some things in the current proposal, which is probably a draft right now. There are some things that the county, maybe equipment or things the county does that we could do so they would not have to be in that grant. So I think what Susan and Josh are going to do is probably maybe meet with us again. We'll try to revise that proposal so it's more, let's say, concise, but it'll differentiate responsibilities. The county may already do some of these things or have this equipment. Now, we could use that same letter of support because in general, the county does support what's being proposed. It's just when you get into the nuts and bolts parts of it that we need to smooth it out a bit.
Okay.
So I'll just say that. And if this proposal doesn't get approval this go round, we may want to rethink, and possibly the county, maybe the road department, could reinitiate a similar proposal for the next application period. But we're okay, I think, with going ahead with it as it is, with modifications, with the original county letter of support, because I believe it was fairly general in scope, mentioned the coordination that would be needed with the agencies and whatnot.
Okay.
So I just want you to be
Yeah.
aware of that. Thank you.
and we'll have to make change, and because in that letter, I sign as a chair, so you'll have to put it in. We'll have
Oh,
to
well, we
update
could
it.
resubmit it or tune it up, whatever we need
Yeah.
to do if you want to
Yeah.
do that.
So
Yeah.
my suggestion on the motion is that we approve to move forward, but we don't have the letter attached. So what we could do is to move forward with the letter, and then what I would like to do is after we actually see it, that we could ratify it in the next meeting. So, are we comfortable with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need a motion.
Motion to move forward with the supporting letter and then bringing back the proposal to ratify when needed.
Okay.
And I'll second it.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Go ahead. March 3rd, 2nd, 3rd.
Would that be too late for you guys to have it?
So what we're saying is go ahead and go and do it. And just what he'll do is once we see the letter, it'll just come to us and we'll just say, yes, we approve it. And assuming it's done, and then we'll just ratify that it's been done. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
Just so we have eyes on that letter, just to make sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed.
Yeah.
It's just a little hard to prove everything without visually seeing it. So, okay, are we clear on that?
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Any other concerns, you guys?
Okay. Well, we hope it works.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So the next one is a consideration approval of the letter of support for the Utah Division of State Parks to transfer 60 acres outside of Blanding. So this is the 5 kivas. So these are some ruins, and it's just we're transferring the 5 kiva ruins under the Utah State Parks system. So that's what that is. This is what it was. I think you guys
Thank
saw
you for
that in your
coming.
email. Thanks. So anyhow, if anyone,
In case people do not know where this is located, do you know where this is located?
it's by Westwater, isn't it?
No, it's next. No, it's next to the Nation of the Four Corners. There, it's a teepee. So it's in the end. Is it Fifth South? Anyway, it's in the same location where the Nation of the Four Corner is. And the next door, going east, is a teepee there, and this was under the Ute tribe from White Mesa. They had the area, and now it's being transferred to be, and that's what they call it, Paikiba. Mac thought maybe was the Navajo of the Four Corner, Nation of the Four Corners. Not yet. There's 2 foundations there. One had to do with Ute tribe, and so this anyway. So they transferred to the museum. So the same organization that
So-
owns the museum in Blanding gonna have that.
Yeah, so I show the property in Westwater, which is located in unincorporated Blanding, and then it's also known as the 5 kivas. So anyhow, they're just bringing it under the Utah State Parks system.
Well, what?
Is that,
I
is
know
that
that.
your
Well, I know. That's how I understood.
Yeah.
I think that it'll be part of the museum that probably is located close to Westwater. So maybe
Yeah.
that's the address. So
Okay.
they'll manage it.
All right, so the only thing is, Mac, in that letter of support, we have unincorporated area of Blandy City rather than Blanding City.
Yes.
So we do need to change that
Okay.
if we can. Sorry, I just saw that. Otherwise, I would have it fixed. All right, so do we support this acquisition? That's why I need a motion.
We're confident Blanding, city of Blanding is behind us, right?
Yes.
All ducks are in a row.
Yeah, that letter came from the Utah State Parks.
Because if we're passing something Blanding has no idea about, they'll probably kick us in the shin.
Well, I know more to that story about with Blanding, but
Motion to approve the letter of support with. Is there what is that? The contract? Is there a contract?
No, it's just the letter of
Oh, it's
support.
just
Yeah.
motion to approve the letter of support.
Okay. Do I have a second, Commissioner Stubbs?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Farther south along Westwater.
All right.
The museum is.
Okay,
And this
we
is part of the
have
museum. The
consideration
museum's gonna
approval of the
manage.
Community Library Enhancement
This
Fund
is
grant.
called
So
Fireworks.
I
You know
assume
what they
Michaela
call
gets to join
fireworks?
us today.
Subbing
Great,
for
we love it. Thank you.
And
Did you go?
The purpose of the enhancement grant, Community Library Enhancement Funds Grant, or CLEF is what we call it, is for the development of local public library services. And this year, the amount of the contract award is $7,636. And it's a hybrid grant where 90% of the award is paid up front and the remaining 10% is paid after the final report and the receipts have been submitted by the due date. We've been lucky enough to receive this grant, I think, most years that I've been in the library system. And it can't be used to replace our normal funding. Anyhow, there's some different stipulations and stuff on it, and what things it can be used on for collection development, technology for public use, programming, ADA equipment and projects, and minor capital projects. Anyhow.
Okay.
So,
Thank you. So do I have a motion to approve this grant funding?
Motion to approve the grant funding.
Okay, second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you.
being with us. All right. Consideration approval of an MOU between San Juan County and the Public Health and Route for Kids. Mike. Welcome.
Thanks. Good morning, commissioners. I said morning this time.
Still is. 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I was watching. So the purpose of this MOU is just to create a beneficial, like a mutually beneficial relationship between public health and Root for Kids, so that we can link clients to services that one another provides, just to keep it all going around in an efficient way. We are also communicating with the state on WIC services to make sure that we're not violating any WIC agreements if we're referring any of our WIC clients to Root for Kids. We also want to make sure that is within the law of sharing information. But yeah, mainly we just want a letter of support for this agreement.
Questions?
I have a question
A
about
signature,
WIC.
excuse me.
Are you guys still serving this area? We used to have a mobile unit that used to come for WIC. Are we still doing that? Are you guys standing this far of the county or not?
We haven't been, but now that we have a new staff members who have been getting trained, we're working on getting that reestablished very soon.
Yeah,
So
there's probably quite a few children. The one group I think in is with the jail. We're learning that lots of the families of the people that are in jail, they're moving to town to be close to the loved one, wherever the loved one is. And so because of that, there probably be more needs for things like, like the WIC program and other things to help those families. I know the housing is an issue for them, trying to find housing. And so we're going to have to watch that group. I think that's the only group that all the new students and whatever new students Monticello had, coming from the children, coming from the group.
right.
Anyway, so I thought I'd just ask a question to see if we respond.
Yeah, it'll be up and running very soon.
That's good.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway,
Make a motion.
okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the interagency agreement. Is that what it's called? No, I'm on the wrong page. Sorry. Okay. The approval of memorandum of understanding between San Juan County Public Health and Root for Kids.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second, but I have a question,
Go
Madam
ahead.
Chair. Mike, how long is the agreement? How long do you expect the agreement will be for?
This agreement is set for, let me switch pages here.
It's on the last page.
Yeah, it's on the last page. And so this current agreement is to end May 31st of this year.
So 3 months.
But then moving forward, we imagine that there will be a new agreement. I think it has something to do with the grant or whatever's being provided on the Route for Kids, and that might need to restart it then. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I just want
if in my head I explained it the right way.
Yeah, just making sure that we are only approving a 3-month, March, April, May.
Yes.
3-month agreement.
Yeah, for right now. That's
For now.
the
Okay.
length of it.
All right, then we're all on the same page.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you. All right, we have commissioner reports. Commissioner Stubbs, do you want to begin?
Commissioner report?
Mhm.
Okay. I think one of my main thing to report is what I said during the early meeting is about the legislature. There's many, many bills there. So far, we're still in the stage of monitoring them. Lots of them we're monitoring. There's some bills that are going to affect us, and it seems to me that more and more I see the state trying to power grab, I guess, the counties, and so it's more difficult than other years. We had lots of bills coming our way, and if they pass, it's going to be it's going to affect us. So I think that I can see the importance of us going to those meetings, not only the networking, the opportunity to be able to learn. This past week was the first week since I've been a commissioner that I missed the legislature, and I was still on Zoom meetings, but it's not the same where you can go and build those connections, build those ways that you can compare notes and support each other, and especially all the rural counties. We have different issues than the other county, and then San Juan County even has more issues than everybody else, and so it's nice to be able to go there, and so I think it's a worthwhile thing for us to do, and I just want that to be my report for now, and now anybody that's concerned about any bills, just contact me and I can keep you posted about. There's a few there we're just watching, but for now we all friends, and it gets probably in a couple of weeks we're gonna start finding enemies and start fighting with each other, and by the end nobody likes anybody. But right now we're trying to work together because we need each other. Even we may not support one bill that somebody has, that person still had to vote on other bills that we may like, so we had to compromise quite a bit. Anyway, so that is my report, and I'll leave it at that.
Thank you. Okay, Commissioner Harvey.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, I'd like to open up by saying thank you, Madam Chair, Commissioner Stubbs, for your efforts at the Utah Legislature. Thank you for traveling back and forth and being there to represent our county. Madam Chair, I also like to thank you for your advocacy with helping retain the health liaison for the Office of Indian Health and Family Services, Department of Health and Human Services specifically. That role is an important piece to the Utah tribes. So thank you for that. The second thing I want to highlight is we have some work to do in regards to our waste management plan. I just learned that we are expected by statute to redo it every 5 years. And so it sounds like we need to focus our efforts on revising that, because the last time it was revised, I think, was
2020.
2020, something like that. So I did ask for some support, so I think we're going to get that. So that's just putting that work on our table for us to begin focusing on. The second thing I wanted to just do a reminder on is on the work, the trainings for the Planning and Zoning Commission. I think they're going to be here on a Monday, March the. It's the first Monday in March. They're coming here.
Which one?
It's the Planning and Zoning.
This is the ombudsman from Corinne.
Yes, it is
Yep.
March.
March the 2nd.
Yep, at 6 o'clock at the
6
Hideout.
o'clock at the Hideout. So that's just an opportunity for us to get that done while it's here. So just keep that on your radar. Third thing, we're traveling out. I think some of us, or all of us, going out to NACO. I'm on the health committee, so our meeting starts Saturday. And so I'm looking forward to hearing all about the different priorities that the health committee had identified for this coming year. There was some resolutions that they aligned up for this coming year for the capital. So that's going to be this coming Friday through next Tuesday. This Thursday, the 19th, is when Department of Health and Human Services from the state Office of Indian Health and Family Services is coming down to facilitate a county tribal meeting with White Mesa Ute Tribe. So there's an all-day long agenda. Mike, our public health director, is on that agenda. Appreciate Mike for making that time. There's other county representatives that are scheduled. The idea is to extend an opportunity with White Mesa to work as the county and the state bring out resources to them. I plan to be there because I want to extend our co-chair for the Community Justice Coordinating Council to the member there to say we need you part of our meetings moving forward, so we have someone as a representative from your community. So that will be this Thursday from 8 to, I believe it was 4 is what the schedule was. I think I covered. Just great. My deep appreciation to the folks that came with me to Anath last week on Thursday, the 12th, to go to the Navajo Nation groundbreaking for the Anath District Court. County Attorney Mitch Mon was there. Tammy Squires with San Juan Counseling was there. Steve Bennett with Utah Juvenile Justice was there. Sheriff Lacey was there. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. But they came, were present with me at the local chapter. They got to meet Judge Black with the Anath District Court. Everyone was impressed with County Attorney Mitch Mon because he hopped the fence just to witness a groundbreaking from the tribe, the ceremonial part of that. They thought he was a tourist trying to disrupt the sacred space, but they learned it was Attorney Mitch Mon. But they valued that because, for the first time, someone wanted to be part of the celebration. So thank you to those who were able to make time. I know not everybody from the county was able to come down. Still, thank you so much for being there, being present. It helps promote continued collaboration and the county's support for everyone to be working together to be successful, and the desire to bring and promote services out to everyone in our county. So thank you. That's all I have, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you. So a couple things, I completely reiterate what Commissioner Stubbs said about the legislative session. So one bill we do need to be aware of is Senate Bill 2. Is it the Senate Bill 281? Is Senator McKay? Is that the one, Lyman?
The other one.
Oh,
I think it is. I've got two written down, and I think it's Senate Bill 281. So the thing is we worked with Senator McKay last year, and then it didn't work very well. So he was kind of angry, and this really deals with the abatement program and the deferral program for the people in our county. So pretty much what Mac was in the same meeting. Pretty much what it came down to is he's got a ton of support. He's running a new bill and basically giving it on the local level, which is not a bad thing.
It already was. They only reimbursed one component of it, and everything else fell on the county.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there is one item that one of the commissioners asked for, and they asked for possibly if we have to, because now there will be no assistance from the state level. It falls entirely on the county. So how do you make this abatement and deferral with property tax work without any funding? So what they're trying to say is there's a possibility of having the revolving loan fund if we need it. Now that with that in place, this senator asked that all 29 counties have to agree to this. So what we're going to see is this roll out over the next few weeks, and if one waivers, then the bill will not happen with the contingency of the loan part. So it will, regardless, if it passes, it's going to fall on the counties anyway. But this actually adds a little bit of assistance in there. So what we're going to do is we are going to actually end up seeing a letter of support, which a format will pretty much come from UAC to kind of give us the framework for it, and then just keep that in your mind, and we need to be watching for that a little bit. The last thing is with the solid waste plan that you spoke about, Jed Tate was up here this morning, and he asked that the commissioners actually come down and view the landfill and see kind of what he's up against. So when he's requesting stuff, so I'm going to throw the date out Wednesday, March 11th at 10 a.m. So I can, and then I'll send an invite, and if that doesn't work, you can tell me and we can fix a new date.
That works.
To meet with him. What did I say? 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Okay, I better make sure. The last thing is going back to NACO. There is a resolution. I sit on the Public Lands Committee. They are looking at this resolution to revise the PILT payment and make it more equitable for counties that don't have necessarily the population base but hold all the federal lands. So that is part of that resolution that I'm going to go back and try and represent us for.
Nice.
I think it's a great resolution. I think it needs to be modified, and I think it needs something that we need to really fix to some degree. I mean, they say it's the Western states welfare, but they don't house all the public lands. So, so anyhow, that's kind of where I'm at, and I guess we'll kind of regroup when we come back. So, okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor, aye. All right,
Aye.
thank you.
Thank you.
Wednesday, March 11th. Don't let me forget. I'll send that invite out.
I don't want to steal things that I'm supposed to.
Thank you, Rosa.
Thank you. Okay, Mac,
Oh, thank
we
you.
had that RLEM sub-grant modification. Did I sign that? I don't know that I have.
Okay.
Will you check that?
Thank you, Rosa, for taking care of us.